So first I want to show you some mint that I propagated. So as you can see, they are now nicely established. So I'm going to post a small YouTube shorts just to show you how I propagated them. So these ones are nicely established. And I also have this other container with one mint. So this other one died out. And then over here, I just want to show you how much moisture we've had during this cold season. And you can see these onions have already started sprouting. So I'll decide whether I'll plant some of them, but they got me off guard. And then on this other big container over here, I have my coriander. I planted like 3 days ago, so they're still yet to sprout. And then these two containers, I'm going to plant a couple of seeds over here, so more herbs for our garden. And then at the end, I have my mint. And also this other container, I have another mint. And then this one, I have cumin growing. So they accidentally fell into this container. But as you can see, they sprouted. I have 3 of them. So I'll just let them continue growing, and then we'll see how they come about. So we'll go to the rest of the garden, and I'll show you more seeds that I've planted as I continue to purge my cold. In this container, I planted seeds from this. So I guess this is a red eggplant. So I've never seen a red eggplant, but I'm planting them, and then we'll see how they grow. So I placed them over here. So just waiting for them to start germinating. I don't know if this is the ones starting to come out, but we'll give them more time and we'll see how they germinate. And then over here, I have the yellow bell pepper. So this one I just got them from the fruit because the seeds are very expensive. So this one also, I think this is the one starting to come out over here. So we'll wait for these ones also. And then on this other container, I have the small yellow pepper. So this one a little bit spicy. Still waiting for them to come out. And then right here, I have the small red pepper. So it's also like this other one. So we'll wait for this one to germinate. And then the last one over here, we have the red bell pepper. So we are still waiting for them to come out, and then we'll transfer them in bigger containers. So I'm using these small containers as seed beds. Then we'll transfer them in these other bigger containers. So now these are my other herb containers. So on this one I planted basil, and you can just see them starting to come out. So I'll thin them out, and then I'll let them grow in this container. And then on this other one over here, I'm going to plant my flowers. So I have a couple of seeds. So I'm going to plant some flowers over here, and then the rest I'll plant them in nice flower vases. So this one is called sweet pea. I don't know this other word. Is it bijou? I don't know if it's French or whatever. So let us see how the seeds look like. So they have quite large seeds. So I'm going to plant them over here. So we just want to spruce up our garden, make it nice and pretty, and also attract a lot of pollinators. Now I can start dropping them in, just leaving about 2 inches or so of space. So first time growing these flowers, so I just can't wait to see how they'll look like and change this background over here. So we cover them with soil. Make sure they are in contact with the soil to improve that germination rate. And then I have a few left, so let us put it into this other container over here. So we'll put the rest in here. So now let's see which other seeds we can plant. So I'm going to take dill and chives. So I have fennel, yeah, and this one. So we'll plant these 3. So dill, fennel, and chives. So we're going to plant in those other containers over there, and then the rest I'll plant later. So a few things that survived from our old garden. I have my sweet peppers over here. So the last ones were crowded in small containers, but now they have big 20-liter containers, so they'll be nice and big, and they'll produce a lot of peppers. So I have these 2 sweet peppers, and then on this container over here, I have my cayenne peppers, so they are yet to sprout. And then on this other long container, I have my leeks. So they're still coming through. We'll wait for a while and then we can harvest them. And then my Malabar spinach that I moved from that other side to here. So I'll use it as a windbreaker. So there's a lot of wind blowing from this side coming to our set. So now I'm going to create a nice windbreaker from the Malabar spinach. And then on these other containers over here, I have my greens. So these are the kienyeji sukuma wiki that I always urge you to propagate. So I have 3 of them. And then on this other last container, I have my Ethiopian kale. So I have my Ethiopian kale over here. And then on this big container, I have my cucumber, which I'll also use as a windbreaker on this side. So they'll meet with the Malabar spinach on this long metal balcony. Then on these containers here on top, so this is where I'm going to grow my dill and fennel. So I'll grow my dill over here. I'll grow my fennel on this other container. And then these old sukuma wikis, I'm going to put them in my compost tea, which I'll show you at the end. So this is our compost tea. It's been a while since I opened it. So we're going to open inside and see what's in. And you can see now this is just liquid gold. You can see all this mold. Just press it down. Then we'll give it a stir. So now this is our liquid fertilizer that we'll use in watering our plants. This one has all the nutrients that you need. So I'll still add more, and then also I'll be adding some wood ash from our grill.